Welcome back, lovers of Sicily. Let's take a look round beautiful Syracuse, Siracusa, a historic and former capital city of Sicily, which is found in the southeast corner of the island. So what is the attraction? Why do people love it so much? The Roman statesman Cicero described Ortigia as, and I quote, the greatest Greek city and the most beautiful of them all. More recently still, Syracuse is now a stunning backdrop for some famous movies and TV series. But do you know which ones? Syracuse was founded around 733 BC by Corinthian Greek settlers. The fabulous Greek theatre was built in the 5th century BC. Syracuse allied with Sparta to fight with Athens. Profiting from a power struggle in Syracuse, Gelon I snatched control of the city in 485 BC. While ruled by him, the city flourished, culturally, economically and militarily. The spectacular rise of Syracuse caused an inevitable clash with Carthage, who ruled the west of Sicily. Gelon allied with Theron of Agrigento to defeat the army of Hamilcar at the critical battle of Hierro, and the Temple of Athena was built in Siracusa to record the notable victory that was paid for by the plunder from the Battle of Hierro. Hierro I defeated the Etruscans in a crucial naval battle at Cumae in the Bay of Naples in 474 BC. He expanded Syracuse, and his court was both cultured and literary, attended by notable poets including Aeschylus and Pindar. At this point, Syracuse was a serious rival to Athens. In 415 to 413 BC, Athens sent a Greek army to Sicily and placed Syracuse under siege, and Syracuse barely resisted, despite Spartan support. In the late 4th century BC, Dionysius made Syracuse the most powerful Greek city. He built the Euryalus fortress and walled Ortigia. Violence aside, Dionysius was extremely cultured and, for example, had Plato the philosopher attend his court. Timoleon was sent from Greece in 344 BC and won control of Syracuse. He introduced a form of democracy to Syracuse and maintained a period of uneasy peace with Carthage. All the time he grew Syracuse economically and culturally, and was greatly respected by its citizens. Agathocles, a Sicilian, seized control of Syracuse by force in 317 BC, and he massacred the rich and powerful families. So much so that Machiavelli described Agathocles as an example of, and I quote, of those who become princes through their crimes. King Pyrrhus of Epirus broke the Carthaginian siege of Syracuse in 278 BC. Hierro II, a citizen, rose to power in 275 BC. His reign was one of peace and affluence, partly due to deals he made with Rome. Archimedes invented his famed siege weapons, which were used to great effect during the Roman siege of Syracuse in 214 to 212 BC. Eventually the city did surrender to the Romans in 212, and Archimedes was killed by the Roman soldiers. From 44 BC, a period of slow decline. Nonetheless, the trade routes between the East and the West Empire ensured Syracuse's commercial power was undiminished. Paul of Tarsus and Sant Marciano brought Christianity to the city at a time when they were persecuted. San Lucia of Syracuse, the Christian martyr, was killed in 304 AD. She had rejected a suitor who promptly accused her of being a Christian. Her eyes were apparently gouged out prior to her execution. Waves of invasions now saw the Vandals, Theodoric the Great, the Ostrogoth, and the Byzantine general Belisarius in Syracuse. Byzantine Emperor Constans II ruled from Syracuse and resisted Arab attacks from Africa until he was assassinated. Syracuse was a key to the Byzantine defence against the Muslim conquest of Sicily. It did eventually fall in 878. The cathedral was converted to a mosque, Ortigia rebuilt in an Islamic style, but trade and culture continued. Byzantine general George Maniace retook Syracuse in 1038. Arab resistance to the Norman attacks of Roger I of Sicily finally collapsed in 1085. Parts of the city were rebuilt and the cathedral restored. Frederick II became King of Sicily in 1198 and promptly built Castello Maniace, named after George Maniace. During the Sicilian Vespers, the people of Syracuse supported the Aragonese and threw out Charles of Anjou, Angevin ruling class, in 1298. Over the years, Siracusa has suffered from a number of natural disasters, earthquakes as well as plague. The earthquake of 1693 devastated Syracuse and the wider Val di Noto area. Rebuilding proceeded in the Sicilian Baroque style, for which now southern Italy and Sicily is rightly famous. An outbreak of cholera in 1837, the people of Siracusa took part in the failed Sicilian Revolution of 1848 against Bourbon rule. After the unification of Italy in 1865, the city walls were knocked down and a bridge built to Ortigia. Syracuse was heavily bombarded by both the Allies and the Germans during World War II. During the Allied invasion of Sicily in 1943, also known as Operation Husky, the Eighth Army, led by General Montgomery, captured Syracuse. Syracuse expanded rapidly post-war and enjoyed sizable industrial investment. The Val di Noto area is enjoying a tourism boom due to the Sicilian Baroque architecture and the publicity of the TV series Montalbano. Things to see in Siracusa: the stunning open-air Greek theatre, and perhaps watch one of its musical or dramatic productions. The Temple of Apollo, a Doric Greek temple in Ortigia. The Roman Amphitheatre. The Fountain of Arethusa. Orecchio di Dionisio, the ear of Dionysius. Castello Maniace, the fabulous Cathedral of Syracuse. One of the most beautiful things to do is just to get lost in the streets of Ortigia, a World Heritage Site. Siracusa features across literature and culture. Malena, starring Monica Bellucci, was part filmed in Siracusa. Cyrano, starring Peter Dinklage, was filmed on the island of Ortigia. Ortigia is also referenced in Virgil's book, the Aeneid. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. That way you can enjoy more of this content. Thank you. Click here for some more videos you may be interested in.